That was very loud.
You know why I did that?
Nope.
Because the last episode that we did, we were both super unfocused.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I'll be straight up honest with you. Didn't enjoy it. I don't know. It was 11:30 at night, and we had been dealing with the mom.
It was that late?
Yeah, well, I think you even mentioned it in the episode, and I was really tired, but we felt so compelled to get an episode out that we probably rushed it a little.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, you're talking about the last one that we put out?
yeah, last week's episode.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the one that we did the other night.
No, I didn't even... Sometimes I think Mommy actually had a good idea. It'd probably be really smart for us at times where you and I aren't jiving, or somebody else in the family isn't jiving, to just come in here and record.
Yeah.
Sorry, my allergies have been horrible lately. Yours too?
No.
So bad. Anyway, but Mommy even said about if we're having problems coming in here and kind of hashing stuff out, and I don't know why, but the past couple of weeks, well, I actually think I do know why, and I'll talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
First off, we're on the tail end of the mom thing ordeal, and that's, thank goodness she's doing better. We're not out of the woods yet, but she's doing better. But, we're getting the business up and running, and we're trying to get these podcasts put out. And I don't know, I just kind of see you changing and getting older and going out and doing your own thing. And I think sometimes I already feel a little sad that you're leaving kind of already,
Really?
Because a little bit. I love you very much, and you're super important to me. You're my first baby, and I know I wasn't always able to be around because of all the work that I was doing. But, I don't know. You just have a very kind soul and a good spirit, and you're nice to be around. And sometimes when I think back about the times that I missed out on, I guess I get a little upset with myself because, I'm like, man, we could have more fun together. And we're having plenty of fun, but
yeah,
it's really hard.
I feel like we have more fun now.
I do too. We have more fun. It's more quality
Mm-hmm.
fun because we have the time to not have to, not just to have the time, but we don't have, the distraction of having to go to work in the morning or whatever. I don't have that anymore, so I'm able to pay attention to you guys again.
Yeah, well, me and kind are older too, to where we can actually hang out, and it's not like we just want to go play with toys and stuff like that. Like, we'll actually go and hang out with you guys.
Yeah, and there's a lot of different kinds of dads,
Yeah.
And having Uncle Andy down here and seeing him with his girls over, I guess, a week and a half ago when they were down, and seeing him with you guys, he's very playful. He's just a playful type person. And I'm not always that way. I have to be in the mood, I'm usually kind of staying busy and getting stuff done around the house. But yeah, it's just kind of neat knowing that I don't have to be uncomfortable with my relationship with you because it's different than what I perceive as a dad being,
Yeah.
Do you understand that?
Yeah. When we were younger too, me and Kyle would always be fighting. And we're still fighting, but a lot of times we'll work it out on our own, or we're not actually fighting.
Yeah.
Like when we were little and she used to tell me she wouldn't talk to me for a week.
I think every sibling says that.
Last night when we went to go see my old middle school teachers for Caroline's back to school night, the one I told all of them that they should definitely worry about Caroline. And the teacher peeked his head back out the classroom. He was my favorite teacher. He goes, "Oh God, is that what I have to worry about with my kids when they get older?" Because he just had a baby over the summer too. They had a second one.
What was he? What did he mean? Like siblings that are silly with each other?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna have fun with Caroline because she's so quiet. I almost think she's calculating. I feel like she's always plotting our demise, or not. Just kidding, but she's so quiet, but also so thoughtful. Like once you actually hear her speak,
yeah,
and people think because she isn't talkative that she's not outgoing or doesn't have ideas, but
she is with us.
Yeah.
Once you get her to start talking, she never stops.
Yeah. And her ideas are really well formulated and everything too, you know.
Yeah.
But we've had some people think that because it's not a bad thing. People worry about people that are quiet, but they think that because she's quiet, that because she doesn't, come out of, she likes playing video games, that she, so, sometimes people that love her think that she's not outgoing enough, but that's not her, and she doesn't need to be outgoing.
Well, and then when people say stuff like that, like around her, it makes her not want to be herself around them.
Well, she gets
them,
self-conscious.
I feel like, yeah. But then like when she's with their friends and stuff, they don't say anything about it. They just hang out and have a good time, and she will like be herself, and she's always loud and stuff when she's talking to them. But when she gets around certain people, like that will say stuff about it, she's like really quiet, and she'll kind of stay up here and everything.
Yeah, she's like, let me be me. That's what she gets upset about. She just wants to be her. She doesn't want to have to try and adjust who she is to make anybody else happy. And it's actually it's a smart lesson to learn, because for the longest time, I think that's where I went wrong. I was always trying to make people happy and make them laugh and stuff. And as soon as I realized that I didn't have to do that, and I was comfortable and have self-confidence, that then I could show who I really was,
Yeah.
So she'll do that when she's ready.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter what anybody else thinks. And to have that wisdom at her age, and for you to have the wisdom that you have at your age, it's profound in my mind, because I think about all the work that me and Mommy have done and the work that you guys have done to maintain good relationships with us. And that's why this has all worked out. Even if at times things were rough, we always had so much love in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, this is a nice way to start the show. I just wanted to address that last episode that you and I put out together. You and I weren't driving.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Well, there was one
11?
incident. No, I won't. Okay. Hold on.
That was after.
Well, it just didn't help the whole scenario. And I don't think was it after?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Anyway. You're just getting older and you want your own space and you want your own stuff, and I get it. But you got to also remember that you got people here that love you very much. Don't forget about us, man.
I'm not.
I know you're not.
I keep begging y'all to go ride bikes with us sometime and go through the puddles when
Do
we
you
all
know
go
the
out.
state of my bike right now? Because I'll tell you what, I don't. So there's no way. If I went back there to ride that thing right now, I expect two things.
I rode it recently. It's really perfectly fine.
Things. Rust and regret. Oh, watch your hair. Don't set your hair on fire, Caroline. You're the only person that I'm allowing to come into this set right now. We were actually just talking about you.
How annoying you are. She just said, oh.
Yeah, we're trying to make sure that this stays a closed set, but it's okay. Caroline is more than welcome to come in here because I love her very much.
So. No one else, though. Well, I mean, you love everyone else. Like...
I realized the way I said it, and then you reinforced it. Now everybody thinks that I only love Caroline.
And me.
Yeah.
I'm the favorite child.
No, I don't have any favorite children. You guys are so amazing in your own ways. It's like saying that...
Yes, he does.
You know I don't. Why do you think that we weren't driving the other week?
It was 11:30 at night and I was tired.
I don't know, just in general though, like we weren't communicating very well around the house, it seems like. And maybe it's my own perception. Like sometimes I get a little inside of my own head and I
I don't really think so.
Well, because there were a couple times that I wanted you to come do the podcast with me, and I felt like you didn't want to do it, and then my silly feelings got all hurt.
Yeah.
Well, no, feelings aren't silly, right?
Yeah.
Because if somebody has a feeling, then it's valid to them, and we should acknowledge it, right?
Yeah.
So I'll just tell you straight up. I just felt like you were spending a lot of time doing your stuff around the neighborhood with the babysitting, which is really not the babysitting, but babysitting, dog walking. You're kind of like an entrepreneur, I guess.
Yeah.
But I felt like you were paying more attention to that, and I got self-conscious, and because dads are complicated too, but a lot of times we don't acknowledge that we get bummed out that we have emotions like that. Oh, our kids want to hang out with us. Well, we have feelings too.
Yeah.
And I'm one man that'll talk about them, and I don't, if and some men don't.
I know.
Some men won't talk about them. They just bottle them up and drink and do whatever makes them do whatever they have. Well, that's what I did. I can't presume to say what other people did, but you tend to just bury stuff.
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way.
It's just fun being able to finally make my own money and stuff.
I know.
Like, because I didn't expect that with what I'm doing to be getting as much as, like, people are giving me either.
Yeah, I mean, you never know until you try or ask.
Yeah.
And you are already of an entrepreneurial spirit.
Yeah. We live in a very good neighborhood, too.
Yeah. Well, that helps.
It's like, yeah.
Well, and it's an active neighborhood, and it's getting more active, I feel like, Like,
It's kind of the same, because we've always went around, like, me and my friends have always went around the neighborhood, like, kind of since we moved in and everything. So, like, we haven't really noticed it, if it is, because, like, we'll just, when we go around the neighborhood.
What? What?
When you drank it, you went.
Your mommy bought me an insert for in here that you can put in, and it like helps you meter the water into your mouth, and I keep losing it, and so I have to like prepare myself for. It's what I have to do. All right, hold on, let me. Oh, I spilled. Okay, hold on. You gotta prepare yourself, and then the cup always has moisture in it too, so I gotta like hold that up.
I'm not even gonna ask. Moving on, we will. We'll always go around the neighborhood, and whenever we go around, we see at least probably 15, 20 people just walking around.
I'm all wet. It's a nice neighborhood.
Yeah, because we will literally plan to wake up at like 8 o'clock, be out of the house by 9 or 10, and then we'll get back during the winter, because we will go. It doesn't matter the weather, if it's rainy, if it's cold, if it's hot, like we will still go, just because it's fun to go hang out and like actually get out of the house and stuff. But like we will go from like 9 or 10 until we've been out till like 9:30 before.
Yeah, but we kind of let you do that, but we always know where you are.
Yeah.
Be aware. We have your location tracked.
Yeah, I know. I don't really care.
We're watching you, Lily. Better behave yourself.
Okay, I guess.
So Santa Claus. I like your new outfits. Caroline, you're in here.
I like you new outfits.
I like your new outfits. Caroline, I like your new outfit. It's really nice. It has like it's yellow with little red
dots.
flowers. They're not dots, they're flowers. And
I
then
know.
this cute red sweater. Oh, they're pajamas. What are you wearing?
I was waiting for her to say that.
You're gonna wear that you should wear that on your first day of school.
Yeah, I probably will.
I think it's really cute. It really represents who you are.
Yeah.
Except the hair. The hair is interesting.
Bro, it's literally turning back brown.
Bro.
It's turning back brown on the ends, but it's like green right now because it was blue.
Maybe it was from the chlorine.
Yeah, it probably didn't help, but like if you dye your hair blue, it fades back into green and then it goes back to your normal color. So I just got these yesterday, and this, and these are like, I gave them to Caroline. But if you wear like the no-show, like super thin socks with them, they fit. You just cannot wear regular socks.
Yeah.
Because
where'd you guys go at Target? You get everything from Target?
Mm-mm.
Where else?
This, I don't know how to say it. It's some website, and I hate saying the name of it because there's like 4 different ways to say it.
Okay.
So I'm not going to. And we'll go to Target and Old Navy, and I have some American Eagle and Hollister. Like Hollister shirts, they will like fade.
You guys grow too fast, man. You guys grow way too fast because we just bought Caroline clothes recently, and we had to buy all. I mean, you guys are just growing, But back to school, masks. I'm sorry. That's a bummer.
Some of the teachers don't care. Some of them do.
I know, but
Like, because some of the teachers will be, like, super strict about it, but I hate that they're having us wear it. Like, we have 7-hour days at school. Well, I don't even know what mine is now. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. 8-hour days for me,
yeah,
and we have to wear it the whole entire
I
time.
know. If it was up to me, I'd just keep you guys home and homeschool you. But you know, we got so much more. We got a lot going on.
And I like in person because you get to go and talk to everyone.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, well, and that's the other piece. You guys can only be broken away from your social circles for so long without having some really lasting and damaging impacts on who you are, you know? So,
well, especially because we got so used to, like, literally since we were kids, because we would go to, like, the parties all the time and stuff. So, like, since the time that we were born.
yeah.
Like, especially me, because I love going to stuff like that. Like, we would always go and hang out with our friends and, like, go to parties and stuff.
Yeah.
And then school and everything. And I feel like we wouldn't be able to just be taken out of school now.
I know.
Because we're so used to it. So it would be weird, like...
Well, you'll remember it for the rest of your life, right?
Yeah.
That's for
Well,
sure.
it'll feel just like online school again if we did homeschool.
Honestly, I don't know what we're going to do if the school shut down again. It's just too much of a strain on you guys, man. And I understand. That's the other thing. Like, I understand all of the arguments. They're all valid, but there's really no answer because you have to always got to put yourself and your body first, your health first, you know?
Yeah.
And you got to protect your people as well, your family as well. So you don't want to bring stuff home. I don't know I'm so scared that it's all going to happen again.
Yeah. I feel like there's people saying that it will and people saying that it won't. But it's also COVID, I feel like people just made all about politics. But I also feel like everyone makes everything about politics.
Right, that's what I was
nowadays.
going to say. It would appear as if COVID just became about politics, but politics they have their hand in everything.
Yeah.
You know, it's just in everything. Every business you go to, there's some kind of
government and politics.
Yeah, well, there's some kind of government there that guides that thing, you know?
Yeah.
And me and Kyle did an episode recently where we actually talked about, like, can you really think about what your tax dollars do for you? You know, and I don't feel supported as a citizen. Like, I don't. I feel disconnected. So I've actually started to make an effort. I want to start reaching out to some delegates because they're starting to send out some flyers for some elections coming up. Okay, well, I want to find out who you are. And, you know, let's have a talk. I don't want just like the quick reply in an email. If you reach out to me and you talk to me, and I see that you're a candidate that has good firm stances, and you're also open minded and willing to listen to some opposition without getting your ego in the way.
You could even do lunch or something.
Yeah, and then I'll even talk about the experience on here.
Mhm.
You know, because I think it's important, and your mom has taught me that. Crystal has taught me that I hid from politics for so long, and it's just not the responsible thing to do. Especially, I can't hide from politics in the real world and then go out and vote on issues.
Yeah.
Especially when you know, it's too important.
Mhm. I feel like for a while, you and Mom had, like, completely opposite views on everything. Like, literally everything. But you've still been married for, like, what, 18 years or 19 years?
Uh-oh, you're going to put me on the spot. 18 years, yeah. We've been married 18 years, and yes.
So just up until, like, this year, too. It's been...
Well, and that's the thing. Neither of us changed our views. That's a lie. I have changed my views on some of the things. I made an overgeneralized statement. I have changed my views, but she's changed her views on some things as well.
Mhm.
And all we did was actually sit down, and after 18 years, we sat down and kind of just hashed it out.
Yeah, and, like, talked about what you believed in what.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, there goes the butt in the camera again. Oh, and the face in the other one. Full body shot. Head in that one, body in that one, butt in that one.
got my butt from all here. Hold on. Where's the butt?
What's in there?
You should teach me a TikTok dance.
Only.
Okay, there went your chance.
No.
I like the
I'm
TikTok
thinking
dances.
because,
I don't.
like,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm thinking because, like, when me and Karen were little, we used to do them all the time, but I don't really do it anymore. Like, learn them because we had an old account. Me and Karen both did.
And then I got weird because.
Yeah, but me and Karen had an old account, and we had like a bunch of dances that we would do together and everything.
Mm-hmm. You guys were fun.
And then once you like delete the app, or you're inactive on the app for so long, I think it like deletes your account. So it deleted our account, and when you let me download it again, I tried to log back into it and I couldn't.
Did you have a lot of views?
No.
Oh.
It was just for fun.
Well, I just worry about TikTok because it's pretty. I see young ladies on there dancing and showing things that make me uncomfortable. Don't do what Uncle Andy told me to do. Messed up my sneeze. I like to sneeze into a laugh.
What even tell you this?
Nothing. What were you saying? We're totally lost now.
Oh yeah, about TikTok.
Oh yeah, I just there's a lot of videos in there that worry me.
Yeah.
When I see young men and young women out there showing and doing things certain ways, it concerns me for their future.
Yeah. Well, that's what.
And I believe in total expression. You know that.
Yeah.
I do, but I also believe that there's an appropriate time to be able to express yourself in certain ways, and that's not the age to be doing it.
Yeah.
So I made I made you get off of TikTok.
Yeah.
TikTok.
Well, that's what Caroline. Like, you can adjust yours to what you want on it too, and you can put like certain
parental ranges or
to where it won't put that type of stuff on your thing. Like, that's what she has on hers, to where hers is mostly just like art and the type of shows that she likes to watch and stuff. And then I had mine like that, and you told me to delete it. So now I just kind of post.
Sorry.
Oh,
I didn't understand. Well, it's hard.
Well, I never even explained like the parental things to you too, and that you can go through and like choose and everything.
Yeah.
I just told you I had it. I didn't actually explain it.
That's one thing that I think we've actually been doing very well at lately. Like
Explaining stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, even it makes it feel better, doesn't it, when we just explain things instead of letting it boil up and get angry about it?
Yeah.
Like, I actually ask you now, like, hey, is there anything you got to tell me that maybe makes,
Yeah.
Well, what do I say? I don't know. I'm just very open with you, and I want you to tell me about stuff. So I feel like I can trust you, but I think every parent feels like they can trust their child, but I really feel like I can trust you.
Yeah.
And you've told me stuff already that's, like, I'm very proud of you for having the courage and, like, the faith in me and your mom to tell us things,
Well, I know, like, certain things, some kids are scared to tell their parents because they think they'll get mad or something. But, like, there's nothing to get mad over.
Yeah.
Like, when I told you about the guy I liked, like, it's not like you guys could get mad over that. It's just, like, it happens.
Yeah, well, in that way we can have an honest conversation with you about it.
Yeah. And it's not like y'all are going to go and tell everyone, too.
Yeah.
Like.
Well, and it's not like I've even really ever talked to him.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you did before.
Yeah, well, that was a long time ago.
Last year. Well, that was
that's
still
a long time ago.
Yeah, it's true.
But, I'm really proud of you for sharing that, because that's what this show's about. It's like showing people that we can be uncomfortable, or like not even uncomfortable, but we can talk about those things and make it not taboo. So that way later on down the line, even, and this isn't why we do it, we just do it because it's us. But later on down the line, if you have anything that is going on with you, you know that you can have the freedom to speak with us about it.
Yeah. When I was younger and I liked him, I was scared to tell you guys. But then, like, I kind of saw how you guys were with it and everything. So I don't really care.
Well, and we're like that with everything. Seriously, I know that you've had some friends that, like, have made some comments to you about well, they were having hard times, right? And we
Mhm.
kind of we talked about how we were going to discuss this a few weeks ago, but
Yeah.
like if there is ever an inkling that a friend is going to hurt themselves, like
Mhm.
never be afraid to say anything about it. And you weren't, and this person didn't even want you to say anything, and you still went to the parents and told the parents, which was very, without even consulting us.
Mhm.
It was very adult of you to do that, because a lot of kids would be scared and they would just let it go. But that's the thing, people do hurt themselves, and the signs are all around, even in the way that they speak, or maybe the way that they take a stance on something. If you just pay attention to what people are saying, people call out for help.
Yeah.
So good on you. And we've I've seen the fallout of those sorts of experiences, and that's why nobody is ever alone. I don't care what you've done. Like, you can reach out to someone.
Mhm.
You know, like, life is hard, but it's not that hard. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like half yawned.
Okay.
What?
It's not that hard. As and it's not so hard as to like end your own life, because life is hard, because there's so many like things out there that aren't hard.
Mhm.
And now that's why I insist on waking up and acknowledging how beautiful the day is, no matter what is going to be happening in that day. I wake up and I just say it's another day with my wife and my kids and my brother and another day that I can talk to my mom. And just like every day that I'm with you guys now, I'm just realizing all of the love that I have there for you. All of you. And I'm like super proud of everybody.
Yeah.
Uncle Andy's working on his GED, and he's already trying to make sure that he scores high enough that he can go right into college.
Mhm.
And
You never got the chance to do that before.
no, he just needed to get away from all the old crap.
Mhm. Because it was all just like a lot of drama and everything.
But it's all okay now.
Yeah.
We've taken care of the things that were important for us to take care of finally, which was ourselves and our family. And that's, a lot of people have questions as to why I had to leave work. Well, first off, it was, without naming where I was, it wasn't being, let me, the way that it was being run did not contribute to it. The way it was being run made my life harder.
Mhm.
And it made me a dad that I didn't want to be.
Yeah.
Because without getting into it, it just wasn't a place for me to work.
Mhm.
Where I felt like I was. Let's just leave it there, because this does go public. So
Yeah.
All I'm saying is, like, if you're ever not happy in anything, a relationship, a job, school, anything, be loud. And explain to people. Are you gonna sneeze again? Just explain to people how you feel. Explain until you're blue in the face. And that's why I don't shut up. Because if I see it's not clicking with somebody, I gotta let it click.
Dress code.
Dress code? What is that?
Dress code at schools.
What about them?
They're ridiculous. Like, for when I was shopping with Caroline the other day, our high school literally, like, doesn't have a dress code. Like, they do.
Oh, you don't like that they don't have dress codes.
What?
You want a dress code?
No. Like, I do, but I don't, because I already know that there's kids at our school that won't dress, like, ridiculous. Like,
why does it bother
there's
you?
not a single person. Because so our school, you can't wear leggings unless your shirt covers your butt. You can't wear shorts that, like, okay, so when you stand up, if your shorts aren't down here, like, they've been up to here before, and I got dress coded.
I don't necessarily disagree with these rules.
Like, if they're not down to there.
Yeah.
I think that's ridiculous.
I don't disagree with them.
I do.
Well,
and then they're saying, like, that it's distracting the guys, but it's more, I feel like it's more distracting to girls when you pull them out of class and like to go change or send them home.
but you
and
don't-
then like I feel like people should teach guys like
Okay, that's a valid point. That's a very valid point. Who's that? I feel like somebody wants to come in. Maybe it's one of the cats. I got these little catnip things, and maybe Tazzy thinks that I have the little catnip treats here. You know?
yeah.
Oh,
Open it
Uncle
all the way.
Andy was creeping. Does he have a glass? He probably has a glass up against the door. Huh? Oh, okay. Uncle Andy's getting like his license and stuff taken care of. So
Yeah.
we had to make a concession, but eventually, hopefully, we'll have our own studio. Where that's the ultimate goal, right? Is to have a studio where we can just do this uninterrupted, but that'll take a lot of time,
Yeah.
won't it?
Because right now this is Uncle Andy's bedroom. He sleeps in that chair. Just kidding.
He curls up on here, and we put a little plastic down in case he goes tinkle in the night. I'm just kidding. He doesn't pee the bed. I'm sorry, Andy.
Yes, he does.
He does? Oh, we shouldn't have mentioned it. But it's okay if you do pee the bed. We just like to, hey, we like to mess around a little bit with Uncle Andy.
Like,
but what were we talking about for
can
real,
I-
though?
Oh.
No, don't tell that story.
Did you already know where I was
The
going?
dress code. Yeah, I do. Auntie Trisha. Yeah, another time. So I don't disagree with the dress code. I think that it's a little dangerous because you're not a boy, obviously, but
Yeah.
boys have different hormones and different ways of looking at things, and at that age, those hormones are not in check. And for now, yeah, you need a dress code. For the future, yeah, we need to reevaluate the way that women are viewed by men.
Yeah.
And the sad thing is like there's some very explicit sort of like dancing and stuff that just go, Andy. Good Lord.
Sorry.
I know.
Close it all the way.
Close it all the way. I don't
He's like the biggest kid in the house.
I love him though.
Dude, when...
I just hear this like creaking at the door. It was like
Yeah, and
like,
then
okay,
he's
it was
staring at us.
it was
while he's
like-
trying-
and then I heard like and then I was like, Andy, come in, and I heard as he came back to the door, and then he tried. It's just like this whole just come in, get your stuff, and go. That's it. Yeah, I have a really nice candle lit. But, yeah, you're right though.
It's just annoying because you have to buy like entirely new clothes to school. Like my school, you can't even wear these.
Yeah, but again, boys, why? Those sneakers?
No.
The pants? Oh, you got to put leggings under them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that's a little silly to me, but yeah, as far as the length of the shorts and stuff, yeah, you're right. It shouldn't be on you to change who you want to be because of somebody else looking at you, but that's not reality.
Yeah. Well, I think that they should have it to where like there's not like a super strict dress code. Like you can wear what you want, but if it's like ridiculous, they can still like call you out for it.
How do you make that
Is that-
distinction? Because then people would have there'd be a lot of ambiguity in what's right or what's wrong. So one teacher may look at you and you may have shorts that go down past your knees and she'll say that's too short. You can't just leave that up to their discretion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure.
That's why you have to have rules of some sort. And you know me. I follow the rules, but I don't respect all of them.
Yeah.
I don't. But rules are there for a reason. They create order. And order is needed. I mean, you're running a country of what, 300 million people or 350 million people or something like that. Could you imagine if it was okay for, one person to drive 100 miles per hour past a police officer because to him that wasn't too fast, but to somebody else it was. So you know what I'm saying? It would like
Yeah. Bro, I want to go to Germany.
stop calling me bro.
I call everybody bro.
They have
Oops.
really good bookstores.
Stop calling me Squirrel Boy. There's this crazy old video of this like kid like his brother called him Squirrel Boy, and it became this whole viral.
Auntie Mel, chicken nugget.
Have you seen it? Yeah, Auntie Mel. Crystal called or mommy. That was her nickname for Auntie Mel, right? Chicken Nugget.
Mom still calls her sometimes.
How cool is Auntie Mel, dude?
Yeah.
And
Well-
Uncle Chris, like their whole family, like it's just.
Tomorrow's gonna be so much fun.
Oh yeah, we're having girls' days and Girls' Day, and then
And
the guys
guys'
are gonna
day.
hang out. And I love how it's a guys' day. What are we gonna do? What do you picture us guys doing while you girls?
All sitting in
Okay.
the living room playing video games, running around the house like maniacs. Knowing you guys, you're gonna just run around the house screaming.
I'll probably lock myself in the bedroom. You know I don't like the chaos, and mommy won't be here to tell people not to scream.
Yeah. I feel like Caleb, honestly though, y'all will probably all just hang out in the living room and do something.
I thought it'd be nice to go fishing
like-
actually, but I lost my fishing tackle. Remember?
Yeah. Uncle Chris might have some stuff.
Here's what I picture you guys doing. Like for some reason you have towels on your head, like you know what? Like you're in a okay. Let me. That sounds weird. You're
No, I know exactly what
you're
you
in a
mean.
boutique for some reason with a towel like wrapped around your head, and you're like, hey, and like there's like three ladies like doing just one hand, and there's like a lady behind you doing your hair. Is that not what it's like when you guys go to these spa days?
Not at all.
Sorry.
Anyway, we're going to get our nails done tomorrow.
Explain to
And
me what a spa day is.
I am!
Oh.
We're going to get our nails done. We're going to go to the place by Walmart, but it doesn't have good reviews, so we're not. But like, the place that we're going to go to, they will bring out fruit dishes and like drinks and stuff for you. But the other place that we're going to now, they don't do all that, but they're still like really nice.
So I
But
get
they
to
will,
sit
like-
in a dingy, not dingy, but like a room that smells like our dog, and play video games. And you guys are gonna go out and get pampered with food and real nice. Yeah,
Y'all
you
can
guys
do
have
whatever
a,
you want.
You guys have a girls' day. We're gonna have a girls' day. You guys have a guys' day. Just stay in the living room.
What do you mean?
I
No,
know.
y'all can go do whatever
I don't know
you
what
want.
guys go do though.
Bro, y'all.
Don't call me bro.
Okay, bro.
I tell you what. I'm not bro. That's one of my speaking of rules. Stop calling me bro. I ain't your bro. Boundary. It's the fourth time you call me bro. Anyway,
Oops. Anyway, y'all should go do laser tag. They have a laser tag at launch.
well, I mean, COVID's picking back up, so I don't really want to deal with that either. I mean,
Yeah, that's true.
I don't. You know. And even people that have been vaccinated are getting sick again.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Have you been paying attention to what's going on in Afghanistan?
Mm-mm. I never pay attention to any of that stuff. Like, I don't even go on social media
Well, I think it's
anymore.
directly tied to my upbringing, you know, because I joined the Marine Corps September. I went to boot camp September 24th, 2001. And, you know, I never deployed overseas, but a lot of my friends did and a lot of my family did. They weren't even my family at my time, but I saw the direct impact of.
Well, a lot of our family.
Well,
did,
yeah, I
too.
mean, Uncle
Uncle
Mike had to go to
Chris.
Iraq, you know, so obviously,
Yeah.
But really, as far as like immediate family, that was it. And then Uncle Chris, you know, Auntie Mel married Uncle Chris, and he went and served, I think, 2 tours. But you know, I think a lot of the veterans feel like they went over there and fought for no reason because now the U.S. is pulling out of Afghanistan, and instead of having like a government sort of form there, so that there would be some order if we left, a militant group named the Taliban took over control of the country. And the Taliban is known for suppressing women's rights, actually taking young Afghani women and basically, what's the word? Making them marry, betrothing them to like older men, 40-year, and this is 11-year-olds. This is somebody this is somebody Caroline's age,
Mm.
being handed over to a man to do unspeakable things if he wants to. And I'm sure that there's some there that are really good men and take care of the women, but it doesn't matter. A woman doesn't even have a choice to
Yeah.
make. So now you're worried about your shorts. You need to start paying attention to the news, man. You're worried about your shorts having a rule behind it. There's women over there that are being sold to men that are gonna, essentially probably, it equates to rape.
Yeah.
And then they're expected to have children, and heaven forbid you can't have children to their liking. It's just very scary what's happening over there, and it's important. It's important that you hear that from me, somebody that never didn't always pay attention to that stuff.
Yeah.
Think about that. Now think about today. Let's just think about today. If somebody came into this house, a government official came into this house and said, your daughter is actually, she's moving to Texas. There's a man down there that needs a wife. And what do you think happens to them if they fight that? They kill them. They kill them.
I didn't even know that they did that still.
Yeah, that's happening in your world. Maybe not. It's happening in your country too. I think people are hurting in this country. But women are suppressed in a different way. Is what I'm trying to tell you. That's what we're kind of talking about. But you need to pay attention to the world. You should check out that. You should check there. There's this horrible footage of people going down the runway. Afghanis running down the runway, chasing a U.S. Air Force plane because it was the Americans, and they were leaving for possibly forever, and they were jumping onto the plane and getting caught up in the wheel wells, and people died trying to jump because they knew that the Taliban are so destructive and that they were going to kill them and their families. There's pictures of babies being handed over across huge crowds of Afghanis at a border wall where there's some Americans, and babies are being handed up. People are handing their babies away. It's hard to see.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I avoided the news for so long, but it's a little hard to now.
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
I didn't even know that they still did that. Because I've seen, they've talked about it in school and stuff, way back in the day. But, I don't know.
Mom showed me Twitter. Twitter's been around for a while, but I'm just getting on all these things. Twitter's a good platform if you want to get into the news and find out what's going on. Be responsible with your feed. Don't just follow anybody like the old days where you just follow anybody on YouTube. We still have these most ridiculous subscriptions of Slime Mama 873, with 13 videos that you guys subscribe to. So we have to weed through all that. But your Twitter feed can really be what you need, because you got to be careful who you follow, because you don't want somebody that's going to tell you here's how it is, but you do want people that are going to show you what's going on.
Yeah. You know what I just thought of? I want to go to Carytown.
Why? Carytown's neat. I like that store where I can go in and feel like I'm in the vintage 1960s. It's that.
Oh, that corner store one.
No, the one that's next to the theater, the Bird Theater that's down there. How cool is the Bird Theater? Let's talk about the Bird.
They have a dude that comes out of the
ground in an organ, and he's playing music, and then they just
Wasn't it just a piano?
No, it's an organ that's what the big pipes are. But yeah, he lifts out of the
ground.
ground.
Remember a piano,
right? It looks like a piano, but an organ is a piano with these big bellows pipes instead of strings, I guess, and air. I think air. So when they hit a key, air goes through the organ, through the pipe, and that's what you hear. I think. Anyway, but the Bird Theater it's a really neat old kind of vintage theater. Even the seats are and they put new seats in, but they kept it similar with the old vibe of the Bird Theater,
There's a huge giant chandelier.
The chandelier is beautiful, and even the smell when you go in just smells like an old-fashioned movie theater with that,
I wouldn't know.
Well, yeah, you wouldn't, but yeah, what a neat place, man. Yeah. And there's all those neat shops down there, World of Mirth and
Rocket Fizz,
where you go and spend $50 on candy every chance you get. Caroline's in here trying to play. Get out. Go. Trying to play Genshin. That's what she's been trying to do this whole time. Creep her way over to the computer to play Genshin. I don't want to hear the keyboard clicking. Go. Get moving. Bye. She's really coming out of her shell. I think you helped her with that.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, she well, she just I know, I've been tired too, man. She's usually so quiet, but having her big sister kind of around and what are your plans for the rest of the day?
What time is it?
I don't know. Like 1:30 maybe?
Look at your phone.
Have you
There's no
seen
way it's
Sadie?
1:30.
Have you seen Sadie at all? Your friend
Uh-uh.
Sadie?
Can I?
I don't know. I think Mom said 2 weeks.
Wait, look at your phone real quick. What time is it?
I don't even know where my phone is. Let's get back on content here. So, anyway. What do you think of me and Uncle Andy's? Like, how I don't know. What should we talk about?
Atomic Habits.
What is that?
I don't know.
That's a book that I bought.
I just read the side of it.
We could talk about Noble.
Okay.
Our friend Noble. How cool is that guy?
Really cool. I'm so excited to learn how to skateboard.
I know. He said he's going to teach you how, but he's got... I think he just released his board.
Mm-hmm.
He did?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. We put it on Instagram. I wasn't sure. I still don't understand Instagram. But, yeah, he just released his first board, I believe. And it's with Resurgent Boards. And I've met him. He worked at a restaurant that I did overtime in when I was a police officer, and he and I always had very cool conversations.
Mm-hmm.
And I reconnected with him recently, and come to find, okay, he's still at the restaurant. I'm like, dude, what's going on, man? He's like, yeah, man, I'm getting into professional skateboarding, and they're making my own board. And then it's like, dude, we got to hang out. We got to talk. I need to catch up with you. I need to tell you what happened in my life. I'm not a police officer anymore. And he's just got a very kind and considerate personality. So we went and hung out with him and had lunch with him, and me and Crystal, and just talked and hung out.
Mm-hmm.
And he was the most sincere person that I've ever met. And then I started to watch him skateboarding. I'm like, I want to skateboard, but I'm 38, so I could probably do a couple things here and there, but I'm not trying to batter. I've already battered my body up plenty with police work and the Marine Corps, so I don't think I want to do that anymore. But I'll skate around the neighborhood and stuff.
Yeah, I feel like it's harder to skate around the neighborhood because it's like asphalt too.
Well, that'd be a good.
So it's like really bumpy. Like when you try and ride mine around the neighborhood,
It's like, yeah,
it's horrible. That's why I just like flat concrete.
yeah.
Not
yeah.
like
Like a skate park is probably the best place to learn, but it's.
But there's so many people around.
I know, and not knowing what you're doing is intimidating.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, and you got to have a little faith that they know what they're doing too. That's we went skiing for our first time last year, and it was a little overwhelming having all those people around you. But then you realize they're just in their own world, and they're watching you because they know that you're a beginner.
Yeah.
So.
Busch Gardens.
Man, well, we haven't even done that.
Well, you said intimidating. It reminded me of the intimidate. Hey, by the
Him
time.
with a sail. Oh, we can't. How cool is that sailboat, man?
Yeah.
You know what it reminds me of?
Our boat.
The time that I almost sank the boat in the bottom of the York River.
Yeah. What? When we were with our friends and the dog and the kid?
Yeah, and you guys were having a blast, and we were trying to save the boat. The boat's like tilting at a 45-degree angle.
Hey, we weren't paying attention. I was also like 8 years old at the time.
Well, we didn't. I mean, we knew how to sail. We got out of the creek and we went sailing, and I mean, it was always one of our dreams to own the sailboat, and we still own it. But it's we got to fix it up now. But we went and took some friends out. We were feeling real confident. It was like the first time we took our friends out and stuff. And we get out on the boat, and they brought Dorian, their daughter, with, right, and their dog, and they had some like chicken nuggets, for everybody, and we're all hanging out, having a good time, and this rogue storm came out of nowhere. And I always check the weather. I was very careful about that, and I looked to the north, up the York River, northwest, and I see a storm coming, and then I looked out towards the bay, and I saw the storm coming, and I realized we were in for hell. And started getting all these alerts on our phones, and then, like, out of nowhere, the shifting wind came, and we had the sails up. This was all within a 5-minute period.
And it was probably midnight, 1 a.m.
No, it was not.
Too. Yeah, because remember?
That's a different time. Oh, no. You're way off.
No, because I remember Monty coming because he was
Yeah.
watching movies, so he was still
It
up.
was not midnight.
and- It was close to it.
No. Maybe once we got back to the campsite, but he just came out at sundown. It was pretty warm, so it was probably like 9:30, 10 o'clock. It was still late. It just wasn't
Probably
midnight.
felt late for me because I was so much younger too.
Yeah. So anyway, can I finish the story?
Yeah.
It was totally daylight when the storm came and when all this happened. So anyway, it whips the boat around 180, and we're all getting tossed around the boat. The dog is like standing there just like,
He wouldn't even eat the chicken nuggets.
you were like, it's okay, try to give him chicken nuggets. He's just shaking, and I'm like, so we go to like start the motor up, and the motor won't start. Well, now I start laughing hysterically because I realize we're in a pretty tough spot. We're out in the middle of the river during this horrific storm that's coming, and I just had to bring. We're trying to start the motor. Anyway, trying to start the motor, and my friend Spencer is like, he's like, dude, what are we gonna do? I was like, I don't know. He's like, I thought you knew what the F you were doing.
I remember him sitting up on the very end yelling at you too.
I didn't. No, I did. So what we wound up doing, we brought the sails down halfway, and I got us out of the river and the storm and into this creek where it was a little quieter at least. But then we ran aground, and I had to jump out of the boat, wrap around a pole, have Mom hoist the boat over towards us, and then we just got stuck. And then Monty had to come out and throw the rope to us, and he slingshotted us back into the daggone marina.
Yeah, and then there was another time when y'all were trying to like turn the boat around or something. I don't even know what you were
I know
doing.
exactly. We were trying to turn the boat around.
Yeah, they were trying to turn around because there was a storm, so we had to drive all the way down there to like get it ready for the storm.
And it started floating away.
Yeah,
we were
so
on
y'all
it.
had to like, yeah, Monty wasn't even there.
No, it was
So-
just us.
Yeah, they had to tie on his boat, jump up onto his.
Well, no. So the way it went is you guys were on the dock.
Yeah.
We were trying to get the boat turned around. We lost the motor. We started to sail away. As
Mhm.
we sailed away, we had to get something on our boat to grab onto his boat. So we were about to sail out of the creek into the freaking river. And you guys were on the dock crying hysterically because you thought we were sailing away forever, I guess.
Was I crying?
Yeah.
Oh.
You were both crying hysterically. Me and Mommy, it was dark that time, and we're just like floating away. It's like, au revoir. What?
What does that mean?
Goodbye. See you later. I don't know. Not French or
Well, why'd you say it?
I don't know. That was something that people say.
Never heard it.
Au revoir.
Never heard it.
Adios.
Heard that.
So what's next? What do you got going on? Tell me about what you got planned for the year. I know that you're in mass communications, right?
Mhm.
How funny is that? That was before we even knew that we had the podcast, right? That you chose
Yeah.
that?
Well, that was like my backup one because I knew that I wanted to do a specialty center, but I didn't know which one. And then I didn't even know that they had one for like fixing up cars and stuff like that and like learning about the motor and everything. I didn't know that they had that until after I signed up for everything. Or else I would have done that one too, because it sounded like really fun.
Well, I can show you some
And, like,
stuff.
I know.
I've already showed you some simple things like changing the oil, right?
Yeah. But
So, it feels good to work on your own stuff.
yeah. But the first one that I wanted to do was like, it's literally just fun.
Yeah.
You go out and they would take you like rock climbing, kayaking, whatever. Like you didn't even really do anything. You just kind of hung out and you could go to like the other schools and help out and stuff. Like you would go and they'd give you like a list of things to do for the day
Mhm.
and just kind of,
You really like rock climbing.
yeah.
Yeah.
But-
Why do you like it so much? Is there anything that, tell me about it. Like, what does it do for you?
I just like climbing on stuff. And
Well, you
it's
know
like
why
that
I
you
like
can-
it?
What?
Sorry. I was just going to say, I like rock climbing because I have to pay attention to the wall and nothing else. I have to figure out where my footing is. I have to, figure out where my hands are going to go next. And I can't pay attention to anything else or I'm going to fall. And I'm not going to reach my goal. And sometimes I think you forget to think about stuff like that because I think that's why you like it too.
I like being able to climb on stuff. Because, like,
Maybe I overthink it.
there's... or I just don't think like
You
that.
underthink it and I overthink it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I want to go to children.
I'm not your bro. Stop it.
I'm just used to calling everyone that.
Well, you call me it again, you're going to be used to being grounded.
No. I
It's
don't
a
wanna be
respect thing, man.
grounded.
I don't want you calling me that.
Okay. I don't want to be grounded.
Well, then stop calling me bro. Do I ground you a lot? No. Unless you make stupid decisions like calling me bro again.
I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, yeah, I want to go to Children's Museum, though. I told Auntie Mel she should take Kevin one time so I can go with and not be weird.
So you want to take him so that you can go into like the ball pit and stuff?
They don't have a ball
Or
pit.
like all the kids exhibits?
Yeah.
I told you if we record earlier, we could probably, get some more stuff out, man. No more recording late. That was so bad.
I'm ready to get food.
I am too. We did about an hour, and I think that's okay.
Yeah.
All right. I love you. Thanks for taking your time out of your day to, be with your old dad. All right. Well, I guess we should remind everybody, to please like and let's look in the mirror in the center cam. Tell everybody, you know what to say.
Like, subscribe, comment, check out the Instagram, TikTok. Do you have Facebook?
We have to do this. Remember?
Yeah.
Bring it over.
I can feel my arms stretching in my finger.
Yeah, all the muscles through there. The human body's amazing. Oh, we went to the zoo the other day, dude. Hey.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
We went to the zoo and I saw the chimpanzees. Wow. They're so cool. They look just like us. It's crazy.
I know one of them, when I went with the kid that I'm babysitting and his mom, the one came up to us and it was like banging on the window.
Yeah.
And he just had his face up to the thing. So him and the kid were both like that, just right up to each other.
I think they like kids.
Yeah.
Because they're not imposing. They don't scare them.
Yeah. When he's
But-
like the same size.
Yeah.
The monkey thing was probably bigger.
They're so beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's so neat, but it made me sad seeing them in a cage. But
Yeah.
most of them, Mommy did mention that most of them are like rescues. So,
Mhm.
they probably would have died if we didn't grab them up and, so. But it's just, I don't know. Anyway, I love you.
Love you.
No tea today. All right. I'll talk to you later. Bye, everybody. Thanks for listening. My booty 360.
Guys, he's married.